Hello students, today's lecture is about top 10 mistakes what students make in their English paper. English is a subject which is always taken very leniently by all the students. That's where their percentage has a very high chances of getting low also. So here are the following mistakes. These are the top 10 mistakes which usually students tend to do. So that's the reason why I have clubbed into all and I am going to explain why you need not do these mistakes. So here are the following points. Let's begin with the first one. Formal letter for job application. Now whenever you are writing a formal letter, especially for a job application, please do not forget to mention all these points in your biodata. And a very important thing which I would like to add is most of the students do not draw a biodata in their exam papers when they write a formal letter for a job application. This is a very bad impact on the teacher. So always make sure that you draw a biodata in a very tabular format and include all these content, because these content are very important ones. How will a person actually know if you people might be thinking that we are just writing a letter for the exam, why will all these content will be very important? But they are. It shows how your standard is, how your education level is, how will you present yourself tomorrow when you are actually applying for your jobs. So please make sure that you add all these content. 3 marks question, write in short. English paper criteria for students is write anything but write and come. This is a very bad thinking. Please change it, because at times what we write is, even for 3 marks question, we will just elaborate so much, like around 1.5 pages will be fully completed. So make sure you do not do that mistake. Please be to the point and please be precise that okay, this much question has been asked, we've answered for that much only. Do not make spelling mistake a very important mistake which all the students tend to do. Do not do that mistake. Creates a very bad impact on the examiner, because it's your English paper and a language paper cannot have a spelling mistakes, of course. If you know the format, then only attempt the question. This is for writing skills. If you have a question saying that you have to draw advertisement, or you have to write a report writing, or you have to write a letter writing, there'll be options, of course, for all the writing skills, or even for dialogue writing. So make sure that whatever format you know, every writing skill has a format, be it a advertisement, be it a formal letter, or be it anything, everything will have a format. So if you know the format very thoroughly, please then only attempt it. Leave lines. Frequently what students do is, whenever they are writing their paper and whenever it's the last 1 hour remaining, they will be writing in such a speed that they forget to leave the lines. Their paper presentation becomes very bad. They forget to leave margins also. So make sure you are leaving lines after each question. Do not forget that, because if you club all the answers together, it is going to look very shabby enough. Always draw margin, if not leave space. I already spoke about the reason why margin is very important. The reason why, because it's, again I'm repeating it, when all the supplements are tied together, it tends that your edges of the paper start staring because they have tied it together. So make sure that you, even if you don't have time to draw space, please even if you don't have time to draw the margins, please leave the space, which is very necessary. But I already suggested that when you get your answer sheets before you getting your question paper, that is 15 minutes prior. So you have at least 15 minutes in your hand to draw margins, so you can do it. If any report written, include all the importance detail. Report writing is very important concept. It has a lot of formats which has to be followed, like the date, venue, incident. At times you need to add up the times also. So make sure that whatever is there, please add up all. And if you don't know, then you can attempt the question which you know the format of. Formal letter has a 3 very important content. The subject matter is very important. The next comes the salutation. Again, that is also very important. You just cannot say sir. You need to say respected sir or respected madam. Content, of course, that is very important. What children tend to do is they'll just write the sender, receiver, the subject, and leave the space. I don't know for what are they leaving the space for. And then they write yours sincerely. Like what do you expect from the examiner to give you marks? Just because you've written so much? No, she'll just give you a 0 and just walk away. So make sure that you write the content. Also, yours sincerely is also very important, because please write the name which is given in the question paper and not your name. You should never reveal anything which is of yours. Heading, subheading, this is especially for your report writing or any article, news article if you are writing, or you are writing anything which needs a heading. Please make sure that you add up a subheading also. What students do at times is they just write a very attractive heading and then they forget to write the subheading. Every newspaper will have a very attractive heading, but in the same way they will have a small box where they will write the subheading also. So make sure these points are taken into consideration. Writing heading wherever necessary. Write the headings wherever necessary. Now again, I'm repeatedly saying is because at times there will be several questions where you need to actually write those headings, because those heading will actually make the examiner read the content. So make sure that you are doing it and write the heading. What students tend to think about is because English paper, they take it very leniently. English is not a subject to be taken leniently. Please give it a full focus that you give for your maths, algebra, geometry, or whichever subjects. But please do not keep English aside. I know many of the students will open their English textbook just before few hours ago to their paper. So do not do that. Please read the English textbook as a story book. At least that can motivate you. So please do not keep this subject aside for the end of the year, because here's the percentage depends. Like it can either increase or it can either decrease, no matter how hard work you have done for other subjects throughout the year. So make sure that you do not repeat these mistakes which I have told you and I've highlighted to you. Hopefully you are won't going to do that and you will score good marks in your English paper. Thank you and all the very best for your papers.